What's up, guys? It's your boy Jeremy De La Rosa, aka JDTheCollector. I'm at Burbank Sportcards with your favorite Razz Bros, Brian and Jimmy, aka Stepbrother Collectibles.
Say what? Come on.
Today we're gonna do a little shopping today, see what they're feeling and see what they're not. You guys ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, so guys, first thing I really want to talk about is how the Stepbrothers come about.
Well, we've been friends since what, 2007, 2008?
Yeah, we met at work.
Yeah, we met at work.
Been
I
a long
actually
time.
saw him at his cubicle ripping like a 2007, 2008 Bowman Chrome case.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Baseball.
it's crazy. That's how we met. So we became friends that way because I collected cards at the time. We've been collecting ever since then.
We've always kept in touch, and we always talked about doing something together.
Uh-huh.
And fortunately, COVID came up, and then we thought, you know what, we might as well take this opportunity to do something together. And that's how we started with Stepbrothers Collectibles.
Oh, wow, that's so crazy.
Yeah.
Did you guys pull anything good out of that? The box you got? You ripped?
I don't even remember.
That's his case, bro. I know he was chasing like Longoria at the time.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a long time
It
ago.
was horrible. I think I put like a patch of someone that I don't even remember anymore.
Yeah.
It was a pretty bad case.
Prospecting is hard.
Oh, I
Baseball
bet.
prospecting is tough.
So one thing is, it's Stepbrothers and everything. So, but what was the idea coming into it? Were you guys just trying to? I know you guys did some articles, right? Was that the main thing going in, just trying to get people inside, or you guys had bigger plans after that?
Yeah, I think we just wanted to share our passion for the hobby.
okay.
And in any way. So we had the Instagram page up. We also opened up the website. I think I wrote 4 articles on it
Yeah.
about
Which
the
are really
state was.
good. Which you need to,
Thank you.
which you need to produce
Thank
more
you.
of, because
Thank
a
you.
lot of
Thank
people
you.
need that
Thank you.
insight. Trust me.
Yeah, I think one of the articles was about how Tim Duncan's Topps Chrome.
Yeah.
Previous years it was selling for what, PSA 10, $200, $300, and then all of a sudden it was in the thousands. I think at its peak it was 4,000.
Yeah.
So it was just kind of revelation for us because we've never seen card prices that high in the past before. So we have the website and then we have the Instagram page. We started off with just posting our collections.
Yeah. I
That's
saw that.
mainly how we started it off.
We took a break for a long time from collecting, like not hardcore collecting. I think we had a good break just with kids, family, and all that.
Of course.
When COVID started, it gave us a lot more time. So we got back into it, and that was really a way for us to share our collection as we got back into it.
I want to go back to the article. One of the articles I really found interesting was the PSA 9 versus the PSA 10 article you wrote. A lot of people, are coming into the game still. They don't know what to look for. So just give us a little, I guess, feedback on that, because not a lot of people are aware. Like, oh, if you get a PSA 10 base, the PSA 9 silver is probably more valuable.
No, it was funny too because when Jimmy and I started, grading was never really the focus. You pull a card and then that's it, right? But then when we came back into it, we saw the grading was really the focus of everything, especially PSA and BGS. So we dug into it, and then I compared PSA 10 versus PSA 9, and it's all over the board. Like, you can have a card that's really hard to gem. That's probably 10 times worth more than a PSA 9 version of that card, right?
I bet, yeah.
So it's kind of tough, but at the end, Jimmy and I always believe you buy the card. You don't really buy the grade, especially if it's for your PC.
So, I know you guys talked about how you guys started and everything, but what cards were you guys collecting before all this started? I know you guys said the
I remember
Chrome.
in high school, I had many Kobe Topps Chromes, perfectly centered, everything. Obviously, tons of, being from California, Southern California, we collected Kobe. But we got into, this guy's had so many high-end cards.
Oh yeah, let's not start. But yeah, let's get into that.
Like, I think at one point, I don't know why, I just felt like it was pretty cool to have some of those cards. Like, I had a Russell Westbrook Exquisite Rookie.
Oh wow.
I was like, seriously?
Steph Curry.
Exquisite
Rookie.
At most $500 back then. Like, Jimmy and I loved those acetate and the glass autos. So I was going for the trilogy plexiglass dual set. At one point, I had the MJ LeBron dual autos.
We had plenty of Kobe autos on those.
Where are they at now?
We sold them way off, man.
Oh, before the boom?
Oh, this is like 2010 probably that we sold all those things. It's nuts.
Wow.
Major regrets.
Yeah.
Just try not to think about
It wasn't graded, right?
No, it wasn't graded. It wasn't.
But we kept them clean.
Yeah.
Like all top, or not top loaded, but one touch.
So speaking of 2010, how was the hobby like back then compared to now? Because I'm sure it's not crazy like how it is right now with all the stores grading and all that stuff.
Everything was still affordable, man.
So how would you guys sell? I know eBay was still around, but were you guys actually meeting people, going to shows? Oh, how was it like back then?
You're making us feel like we're old.
Oh, come on, man.
Dude, in high school, I remember AOL chat rooms is where I sold my cards.
Yeah.
AOL chat rooms. I don't even know if you know what that is.
I know what AOL Instant Messenger is, but yeah.
Yeah, the chat rooms, you sold your cards there via auctions.
Oh, really?
I did a lot of eBay.
Yeah, you did.
I did a lot of eBay. It was and still is probably the easiest place to sell your stuff.
Yeah. Of course.
But just today, there's just a lot more options. You got MySlabs, you got Razzs, you got Golden for higher end stuff, you got PWCC on their marketplace now. So a lot more options. I think a lot of people flocked to eBay back then. Yeah. But today, I think there's just a lot more ways, even social media, right?
Yeah, exactly. You can go Discord, Facebook. I didn't know you use Twitter, Instagram. The one thing is, you guys are actually going to do a show coming up soon, right?
Yep.
It's your first time. So that's another way of selling is doing shows. Yeah. So I asked you guys before, I was like, have you guys ever done a show before? And you said no. This is the first time. Surprisingly. And actually, you guys are going to be at Dynasty Mode's Newport case, right?
Yep.
So this November 13th?
13th.
Yeah, really excited for it. Yeah.
So talk about how you guys how you guys decided to go out there and just do the show.
I'd say going back, we've always talked about, we used to go to Frank & Sons all the time.
Oh yeah, of course.
So you either look for cards or try to flip cards, and that was a great space to get wax.
Oh,
right?
okay.
Yeah. I think we've talked about doing a show.
Yeah, but all the tables were always booked out.
They're always booked up. They're on weekends, which is tough for us.
Yeah, exactly. I agree.
But I think we decided Newport. We're from South OC.
Yeah.
Decided it was the right time.
It's close to home, right? So it's not gonna be a crazy drive.
Yeah, and I think in the beginning we were so focused on Razzing, we wanted to use that time mostly for Razzing. But now it's exciting to have a booth, because whenever we go to shows, we always see the regulars having booths. So it'll be fun to see them, talk to them about how the hobby's going and all that stuff.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. You guys gonna do any live?
Make sure you go.
You guys gonna do any live Razzs during the show, maybe?
Talked about it.
We talked about it.
Yeah, it's gotta be different when you guys go to these shows.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, I mean, I'm excited for you guys.
Good opportunity for us to showcase our cards too, because you don't see that.
Yeah,
online all the time. Exactly. One card at a time.
Yeah.
Here we'll have everything out in the open.
Yeah, and that's why I want to do this, so everybody just knows who you guys are. I mean, everybody hears your guys' voice and all this stuff, but
they say we sounded like. Everyone says we sound like.
Everyone says that all the time.
I could sometimes, and then there's certain people that be like, oh yeah, it's Brian, it's Jimmy. I'm like, shit, I don't even know sometimes, but I could tell because when I lose, somebody's over, somebody's laughing. But it is what it is. Okay, so guys, we're just talking about Razzing and everything. I mean, I've been a victim of everything. So let's just talk about how'd you guys get into it?
I think just browsing through. Once we started our Instagram page, we were browsing through other sports cards pages. Yeah. Found a couple of different Razz rooms and really started in and hopped into those and thought they were a lot of fun. Had our share of winnings, had our share of losses.
Losses too.
And so once we accumulated some inventory, we're like, hey, we gotta be able to flip these ourselves and decided to take a chance one day.
Yeah, I remember that day. Jimmy had posted a card to Razz.
What card was it?
John Morant.
It was John Morant.
PSA 10 Prism?
Mosaic.
No, we started with cheap stuff.
Oh, okay.
Mosaic green, I think it was.
Yeah, it must have been. It couldn't have been more than 300 or 30 or something.
Yeah,
less. But then he posted it, and then he texted me right away. It filled, and then he and I were just, okay, what do we do now? And then we started listing cards after cards of our own, and then it just filled, and then it kind of
took off from there. I think the first maybe 3 months or so of Razzing, we only did our own inventory.
Oh, okay.
We weren't doing for other people for consignments yet. Really focusing in on what we wanted to sell ourselves. Yeah. And then as we took off, we needed more inventory, and so we reached out to others to get their cards.
So one thing you guys just said was filling the Razzs. I joined. There's tons of Razz rooms out there. I joined some, and I don't remember who I talked to, but you guys said you guys joined a break about 2 weeks ago, and it barely got filled. And you're like, oh wait, I didn't even know this was happening. So let's talk about, you guys are just so efficient. You guys post a lot. I'm not gonna lie, I have a little cheat code. I put the notifications on. So when you guys post something, I just like boom. All right, let me check what you guys are posting, because when I first started, I was like, hold on, like. It just barely posted 2 minutes in and boom, it's filled. And I put my numbers, sorry, it's taken already. So let's talk about this being so efficient, and then when you guys are actually in there, I know
you
it's
gotta be ready.
Yeah,
You gotta be ready. You gotta have focused time on it.
Uh-huh.
I think there's a lot of. I mean, there's great Razzings out there.
Of course,
No
of
lie.
course.
You know, we give props to ourselves too. But
You guys are probably one of the best, if
you
not.
gotta focus in, and once you post something, you gotta have the time. Make the time.
Uh-huh.
Once it fills, update the post. Be ready to run.
Yeah.
You can't just fill it and then say, "Hey, I can't run this for like 8 hours."
Yeah.
People are in the moment. They
Yeah.
want this to run right away. So you just gotta be ready.
Yeah. I mean, Jimmy and I both have full-time jobs. We have families, we have kids, so we can't just razz all day long. So people are familiar with our razz times, nighttime.
Yeah, of course.
Sometimes during the day.
9 p.m.
Yeah.
But like Jimmy said, I mean, the efficiency, a lot of it props to the slab room, because he pretty much guided us on how to run a very efficient razz.
Yeah.
Like how to look at the spots that have been taken and all that. So big props to him. We started out, like Jimmy said, we joined Razz's slab room and Collective John.
Yeah, I
Two
remember.
of the OGs for
Yeah.
Razzing that we joined a lot.
Yeah, if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't even know how to run an efficient razz. But, you know, we always commit to a card that we think is going to sell.
Yeah,
right?
of course.
If it's not, that we might pull it down if we don't see any movement on it.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Otherwise, Jimmy and I vet out the cards. It's the cards that we want to join Razzs for too.
Oh, wow.
So
We
we're
do our best to post the card the same day and hopefully fill it in the next couple hours.
Yeah.
We try not to leave it up multiple days because that's just not our style.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
There's nothing wrong with it. It's just not our style.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot. Like I said, there's tons. I joined the Razz 2 weeks ago, and it's barely getting. You know, it's just I understand
Yeah,
that.
you tend to forget, like,
Yeah.
did I even join that?
Yeah,
Like,
it's just
sometimes
a-
I don't even remember it.
It's just the following you guys have too. And then one thing is, I joined you. Like I said, I've been joining Razzes. It's not as fun. You guys make it fun, even though you guys bubble me a few times.
We sure do.
But it's just the connection you guys are having with it. People, you know, you guys are
Yeah.
very just. You guys are open. You guys are joking around. It's a good time to be in there. You know, when I'm not joining, I just go on in just to say, hey, what's up, and just the vibe. You know, it's fun. Like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, just like, okay, oh, I'm gonna bubble this guy, da da da. You guys have joke. You know,
Yeah,
just
people
joking.
used to say they join for the chat.
Yeah, and that's what I do
they
too.
really do.
Yeah.
They really do. They
They
really
used
do.
to say that, or I mean, they still say it today.
Yeah.
So we try to keep it fun, keep it lively, not too serious, because
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like, yeah, there's money being spent, but in the end, it's really to have fun. So,
Yeah, I know. Like we talked about earlier, you know, people know what they're getting into.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. But once you submit, you know what you're getting. You can't be upset.
Yeah.
And then that's one thing I want to talk about is this. I guess people are just, you know, they're not being. I guess their integrity when they join is, you know, they're like, okay, I don't think I want to do this, da 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 da. And just talk about that because I know we had a little incident about a few weeks ago where people are actually not going through with it because there's good and bad with this too.
Yeah. Well, usually we know who our loyal followers.
Yeah.
So whenever we see that person and he hasn't sent the payment yet, we usually just keep the spot and say, hey, you know, he's good for it.
Yeah, I know it.
Like that. So, but you know, props to all those that have stayed with us since day one.
Yeah.
That have joined our Razzs. So, like you said, we always you won't imagine how many different DMs we have going on with all of these people. Not even talking about cards or Razzs, just talking about life in general.
With
So-
any business, I think you're gonna get some type of drama.
Yeah.
It's gonna
Yeah.
happen, but
Yeah.
we try our best to minimize that and just really have fun with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's the biggest thing. Just trying to make it personal as possible,
Yeah.
right? Just try to connect with everybody. Because there's a few people I met through Instagram. I'm like, man, we're actually not just talking about cards. We're just talking about like kids, like you
Yeah,
said,
yeah,
family
exactly,
events and
exactly.
everything. And I think it's cool that the hobby is able to connect a lot of people from all different types of the world, basically, right?
Yep. Meet people up, become actual friends, chat
Yeah,
with them,
like this,
get to
you know?
you know, who they are, what they do.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's fun.
I remember when I met, I was you, Pachanga, right?
Yeah.
And you came in because I won a Razz a few days later,
Yeah,
a night
dropped off
before.
your-
Yeah.
Dropped off your
We didn't have to pay for shipping, right? But it was just the cool part of it is like, okay, I'm actually talking to somebody online and we're meeting and we're like having this cool conversation and
Yeah.
that's what it's all about for me. It's just it's not about the card sometimes. Most of the time, but it's the relationship that you can build over time.
It's a common bond that we all got, right?
Yeah,
Cards.
exactly. And it's easy just to connect.
Yeah.
And that's the coolest part about this whole thing. Okay, so guys, we're just talking about cars and grading and everything. So what would you guys prefer? I mean, that's the biggest question I like asking is PSA or BGS or these other brands?
I think personally, case-wise, I like PSA. Just
Okay.
because how slim they are.
Uh-huh.
I also like BGS how bulky and protected they look. I think as far as value goes, people still value PSA over BGS. I remember when Jimmy and I were collecting, BGS was actually a little bit more than PSA. At one point, they were worth more than PSA, but now it seems like the money is following PSA, and then you have all these other graders. You have SGC, you have HGA, you have all these other people that I think are very reputable as well. So it's exciting to see all these different graders.
Okay.
I think it's fun.
I still like PSA. I think it's the cleanest look. Obviously, I don't, if you want to call it fan base, but most people submit through them. I think their website's even easier to submit than
Yeah,
BGS.
a lot easier.
It gives you a lot more tracking on which step it's at. I personally have never submitted with BGS, but I just heard that you really don't know where your order's at.
I don't know which one was it, but you guys went up to Seattle for the weekend, right? You guys went
Portland?
to Portland.
Yeah.
You guys went to
PWCC.
It was both of you guys?
He just went.
No, I actually went because my wife's cousin had a wedding up there.
Oh.
So I told Jimmy, I was like, hey, I can't be Razzing this weekend. I'm going to be in Portland. And he's like, hey, hit up PWCC. I was like, yeah, that's a great idea. So I reached out, I think, to PWCC, and then Jesse reached out to me back and said, yeah, we'll do kind of an interview, kind of an in-house walk around. It was really an eye-opening to see their office, all the cards that they had laid out. I think they have a really solid operations. Big props to them. Jimmy and I joined their monthly auctions. I had stuff listed on their monthly auctions. I think for future too, we want to do more of those interviews and walkarounds. I think it'd be great to do one of PSA, just because they're in our backyard.
Oh yeah, that's true. They're down the street basically.
Yeah. I love PWCC, their operations. Just I didn't go there myself, but just the way they work things with being able to get things sent to their vault, including the taxes, getting stuff shipped from them took like 2 days to actually get our stuff. It's super quick. It's unfortunate what happened with them and eBay.
Yeah, of course.
That relationship there, but we're still supporters of PWCC. Their monthly auction just ended the other day, and we were all up on it. So
they're not paying us to say this.
Yeah.
But if you want to endorse us, that's cool too.
We'll take some store credit, PWCC.
Of course. And then one thing is, you guys went to the Nationals this year, right?
We did.
Yeah, how was that like? Because I thought you guys were just gonna stay at home and everything, but you guys went to the Nationals. No. So how was that? How was that? I wasn't able to make it, but how was that vibe like?
Super busy. I remember growing up again through high school collecting. I went to at least 2 that were in Anaheim. The Nationals here. So definitely a lot more busy this time around. I think just with the hobby growing.
Of course.
Definitely a lot more people. But it's still nice to see the diversity. There's a lot of like old baseball collectors, and you see the new collectors in basketball and football. But everyone just comes together.
Yeah.
And it all worked out because it was my birthday that weekend.
Oh yeah,
So
I remember.
His 40th.
Oh, he doesn't want to talk. He doesn't want to talk about his age.
The number. You don't have to say the number, but it all worked out. But when we first stepped into it, I remember going to one of the one over here in Anaheim too. I didn't have the same feeling as I did back then, but it was really overwhelming to see all those cards, and not even just cards. It was just collectibles everywhere. It was such an awesome thing to see. And we saw a lot of the people that we've met with, so it was a really good experience. It was really cool.
And you actually met some of your, I don't want to say followers, but your supporters there, right? You guys met a few?
Met a couple, yeah. I think
Some
Ryan's a lot more outgoing with that. I was kind of head down looking at the inventory.
I bet.
No, we ran into Mocha. Shout out to Mocha.
Yeah.
We ran into Mocha. Who else did we run into? We ran into a couple more people out there. But Quentin, shout out to Quentin too. So yeah, it was good. So just like it was at the National, I think we're going to see a lot more people at the Newport Showcase too.
Yeah,
so
trust me. You'll see a lot of people. You'll be like, whoa, it's cool to meet. It's cool to match the face with the Instagram. You know what I mean? So that way you go, like, oh yeah, blah blah blah. You guys chop it, and that's what we were talking about, the relationship. Just going back to it, and like, okay, now I know who you guys like. Now we can actually talk about other stuff than cards, basically. And then this, of course, the Stepbrothers. You guys, the movie. Obviously, you guys the shirt on. I was just watching it the other day because I wanted more. I guess knowledge about this movie, and I never realized how good the movie was. But
one of the best.
So let's talk about I guess I want to ask, what's your guys' favorite scene from the movie?
I'd say my favorite scene is when they're on a job interview together.
Yeah.
And they're interviewing with Seth Rogen.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And one of them farts, and Seth Rogen can taste it. He's like, "That's onions. It's onions."
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well, before I get into mine, I really got to give credit to Jimmy because he's the one that came up with the name Stepbrothers Collectibles. I don't know how.
It's because we always met
Stroke of genius.
like them too.
Yeah.
So we're like, Stepbrothers Collectibles. That sounds cool.
Yeah, we kept in touch. He and I see each other as stepbrothers. We fight all the time. We argue all the time. But my favorite moment was when they were walking home and they got bullied by the kids.
Oh yeah.
And then made Ferrell's character lick the dog poop.
Oh.
That was hilarious.
The white one? It was
The white
one.
Yeah.
That's a classic movie for sure.
I watch it from time to time. Every couple months.
Yeah.
I was going through Netflix and I was like, please have it on there.
Prestige Worldwide.
Yeah. That movie is just, I didn't realize it was 2008 when it dropped, and it's still a classic.
That long ago?
Oh, don't quote me, but I think so. I think so.
It's so relevant.
Yeah, it's so good, right? It's just everything. How they're able to mix everything together, because it's like a big universe. Honestly, how they're able to mix everything together is pretty cool.
It's so funny too. On Instagram, people would post stories.
Oh yeah, I saw.
We get tagged on.
We get tagged.
I saw it.
Nothing to do with collectibles.
You guys, somebody did the. It was like Night Wolf, right? They're like, call me Night Wolf.
Yeah.
And then you guys reposted it. I was like, man, you guys are crazy. I guess one thing is you guys have pretty cool like collectibles too. Besides sports cards, you guys are doing what you got? You got jerseys, shoes. The coolest thing you guys did was the autograph. I was like, wait, no one's doing this. It was a signed autograph jersey, John Morant.
Yeah,
we did.
Yeah, so I was like,
I think it was consignment, but
yeah, it was crazy.
Morant,
Trey Lance, you guys did a Trey Lance one.
Jason Tatum, Steph Curry jerseys.
We've done Curry's.
So we're definitely always looking for more. I think we just want input from our followers on what they'd like to see. And,
that's pretty cool.
Just get them.
Yeah, I think I've done some Jordans before, Jordan 1s. I forget which one, sneakers. But when Jimmy and I started this, that's why we named ourselves Stepbrothers Collectibles.
Yeah.
We didn't want to just hone in on cards. We want to make sure we share all collectibles that we have and everyone wants to like as well.
I think the memorabilia area of the hobby is still something that
trust me,
can grow.
It's gonna go. It's gonna go up.
Like myself, I have a Kobe Bryant signed jersey.
Wow.
Kobe Bryant signed photo. That's huge.
You guys. Oh, I'm sorry. The coolest thing you guys razzed a few months ago, first when Kobe passed away. This is the cool. I really wanted this. It was the ticket. The ticket was probably the. I'm getting chilled thinking about it, but it was the coolest thing you guys did.
So it was the Kobe and Gianna commemorative service ticket.
Man, that was so cool. It was PSA, I think it was a 7 or 8, something like that. You guys were saying like it's really hard to get a 10 because of the how it came out.
There are no 10s.
Yeah.
The highest is an 8, and there's only like 1 or 2.
Oh wow.
Even the 7, there's only 1 or 2. And I've kept the 7. I haven't put it up, but I love Kobe, so I got to keep that for now.
Did you guys actually go, or you guys just bought it on?
I bought it online. Got them graded. I thought.
What made you guys want to do that? What made you want to just say, I'm just gonna grade it?
We're always looking into different types of memorabilia.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like collect or even flip, obviously. But tickets is another area where you're not going to see as many tickets these days because they're all becoming digital.
Of course.
So that's another area that we want to invest in too.
Oh man, you guys don't say too much. People are gonna jump on that. But yeah, I commend you guys because you guys are doing things different. And that
keep it interesting.
Yeah, and then that day I was like, man, I was debating on buying like 5 spots because I was like, I really want this because you don't see that around. It's just unfortunately he passed away. And just the relevance and this, look, Kobe's right here, and it was just crazy to me that you guys were able to think outside the box, and then just post it, and it just blew up. I was like, wow, like these guys are on another level.
Yeah, I think that's the wow factor that we're looking for.
Yeah.
You post something, and it's not just like a regular slab that people are like, maybe I'll take a spot for fun.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, I really want this. Not, I just want it to flip. I really want to keep it.
Yeah, and I think all of the jerseys that people have won from our page, they've always asked us, hey, where do you recommend a place to get a frame and stuff?
Yeah.
So we know that they want to keep it. We know it's going to stay in their personal collection, and that really means a lot to us, to be honest.
Yeah, that's the coolest part. I'm telling you, you guys are just, little by little, you guys are changing it, and that's the coolest part of it all. And I appreciate you guys for that, because all the Razzs are just doing cars, but again, you guys are branching out. And
mix it up a little bit.
Yeah,
I remember in the beginning, we had the Mamba Day, the Kobe Day.
Yep, we did a special tribute on Kobe Day as well, on the anniversary of his death.
Yeah.
We did all Kobe cards that day.
All Kobe cards. Yeah. And then I think 2 months after that, all of his cards doubled in price.
Yeah. So we lost a lot of money.
It is what it
It
is.
is what it is.
It's fun. You know,
Yeah,
it's our way to pay tribute to Kobe. You know, rest in peace, and GG as well. So.
All right, so coming down the home stretch, one thing I really want to talk about is this: the biggest advice you guys could give to future Razzers or future people coming into the hobby.
All right, you go first.
I'd say the advice that I've received as well is what I'm going to push forward is collect what you really like. Don't just collect Patty Mahomes or collect LeBron because you think they're the biggest names. Collect who you like. Like if you're a Laker fan and you want to collect, I don't know, like last year, say you like Caruso. Collect Caruso.
Yeah.
Something that makes it fun or someone you believe in as opposed to just chasing the money. Money is nice and ultimately
of course.
we all want that. But to really have fun in the hobby, collect someone you really like, someone you really respect, and then it'll all pay off, you know?
Yeah, same thing. I mean, I remember growing up with Jimmy collecting. I collected Andrew Bogut, thinking he was, because I like how he played. You know?
Yeah.
I collected Sheldon Williams, because I like how he played. He came out of Duke. I was like, a Duke guy. How can he not be bad, right?
No lie, he had multiple RPAs of both of those guys.
And then football, I had Trent Richardson. I was like, a Bama guy, right? Oh yeah, I believe in him.
Oh.
And then I remember Jimmy collected Jared Bayless.
Jared Bayless, yeah. I still
And
have
then-
like 50 of his cards.
And then I had
You
Michael
probably never
Beasley.
even heard of
I
these
know
guys.
who he is. He played for the Blazers. I'm not that
Oh,
old.
yeah, yeah.
I'm not.
Right.
I grew up at the time where he came out, 2008, I think.
Yep, exactly.
Something, yeah.
And then I had Michael Beasley cards. You know.
So I think what we're saying is prospecting is super hard.
Yeah,
You're
you
not
never
always gonna hit
know.
it.
You never know.
So just collect who you really like, and if it doesn't pan out, it doesn't pan out.
Yeah.
But you're still having fun with it.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever shared this with anyone on our IG page, but I grew up watching Magic Johnson. So I have a lot of his autos, and that's kind of what I focused on. But like what Jimmy said, collect the player, collect the card, buy the card, don't buy the grade. If all you can afford is a PSA 10 base, do it.
Do it.
Do it. Don't even look at the number to 25. That's $10,000.
Yeah.
Buy what you want. Buy the player that you like to watch on
Yeah.
TV, and then that's how you're gonna have fun.
Another example of prospecting being hard is, so this summer I started accumulating Patrick Williams, and they just announced he's out for the year. So I'm kind of like screwed, right? Like, what am I gonna do with this card now? Do I hold it for next season? That's
Yeah.
another year. You gotta wait, right? So it makes it really hard.
Yeah,
So,
just to piggyback off that, I was at Average Joe's trade night. Some guy had a Patrick Williams on-card auto, 500, and I like you. I love Patrick Williams. He's gonna be solid.
super young.
Super young, and I don't know. I'm happy he bailed out because I would have been in the same boat. Because I was ready to give him the cash and everything. And he's like, I just want to hold him, But it's the risk that you have to take
is.
because it's an investment. Because at the end of the day, if you like the player enough, it is what it is. You're not
And
gonna
that's
worry.
another difference in the hobby. You look at a guy like Patrick Williams, he averaged, 9 points last year? And you're seeing cards that are 500, 1,000 of this guy that's really done nothing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
In the pros. And back then, I don't think it was like that. Back
No.
then, it was like, you got to be established before
Yeah.
your cards are up in value. So, but right now, everyone's into who's the next big thing.
Yeah.
Right? So,
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of ways to make money in this hobby, a lot of different ways. But if you invest some sort of money into it and you don't get any of that back, you're not gonna be happy at the end of the day, right?
Yeah.
And then that's how you exit the hobby. And then you're gonna tell people, oh, it never did anything good for me, right? But we've come in out of the hobby so many times. We basically just love collecting these cards.
yeah, you
It's
just
a
have
piece
to
of art.
enjoy it.
Yeah, that's all it
It's
is.
got to be a passion for you to have fun. Like, if you don't like basketball cards, you don't like sports cards, you don't like sports in general, this probably isn't for you. Just use your money on crypto, stocks, something else, right? You gotta enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
you really do.
I always say if you're passionate about something, it's most likely not going to fail. You just
Yeah.
got to do the research, you got to know what you're getting into, and just believe in it.
You gotta put so much time into it.
Yeah.
So that's why if you enjoy it, you're gonna have fun.
Yeah, and I feel like
regardless.
this is, like you said, about stocks and crypto and everything. I feel like basketball, NBA, NFL, baseball is basically another way of doing stocks, right? Because
It is.
you're
It is.
investing into the player. And I think that's cool for me too because man, I know stocks, whatever, like some people do, but I know basketball, I know the players, I guess I'm risking, but you know, as long as you know what you're doing and what you're getting into, like, you'll be okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at it, technology's come up too, right? Back then, we only had eBay to compare prices.
You got everything.
Now you have card ladder.
Everything.
You have 130 point. You have only alt, right? So, like you said, they are treating it like it's a monetary stock or some kind of.
It's a market where you gotta track the price.
Yeah.
Look at the graphs. Look at the charts. It's like day trading, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the crazy part, because you never know. I mean, we're watching, there's a football game right now. Justin Fields just, you know, goes off, touchdown, you know, 3 touchdowns in the game, and then boom, it just jumps. So yeah, you know, you gotta know what you're looking into, and then who knows, he might throw 3 picks and then his stock drops. So just be careful, basically, right?
But if anything, though, the one thing that Jimmy and I have always had a hard, thick skin on, because we never pull anything good. Try to buy singles and not box breaks, but you know, you could end up buying a box for $600 and end up pulling something not good, right?
Yeah.
But it's still the thrill of it.
Nothing is better than the thrill of ripping a box.
Yeah, it's
Ripping packs is probably the best part of the hobby, I'd say. Chances are you won't pull anything good. Don't get discouraged.
It's a risk.
It's fun.
Buy another.
But it's fun.
It's a risk. It's like gambling. It's like doing Razzs, but like I said, once you buy it, you know what you're getting into. You can't be upset. Exactly. And that's the people got to realize that. But after that, I appreciate you guys coming out.
Yeah, sure.
Let's
Thanks for having us.
No problem. I really do appreciate you guys doing what you guys are doing for the hobby. You know, we talked about it during the interview, and let's just keep it going. There you have it, guys. Stepbros came through, bought a box. Make sure you guys follow them on my Instagram, Stepbrothers Collectibles. Thank you to Burbank for allowing us to film here. And make sure you guys follow us on Instagram, on my YouTube. Please subscribe and share our videos. We all in.